Okay, welcome back. It's quite hot in here, and yet we are talking about stress. Now, I even don't know why we are so much laughing, and yet we are talking about stress. I thought we were supposed to be stressed
but
when talking about
stress.
stress.
If you counter stress with a mean face, stress can never be any better. Of course.
I know. Okay, it's a wonderful day, and I hope that if you've been listening from the first minute we came in here, there's a lot that you've been able to note down about the people getting lost into beer bottles or whiskey or whatever it is, and they are running away from stress. And stress can come out of anything. Stress, by the way, there is self-inflicted stress, and then there is stress that happens to all of us.
Yeah.
Now, those are things, for example, for people who go out boating, that is self-inflicted stress. You don't go having sex and thinking that you're going to get iPhones. I think I usually say that. You go out having live sex, you know you're going to get pregnant, and in the end you can either catch infections or get pregnant, and all those things.
You keep coming late to your workplace.
Or keep coming late, yes.
You have 3 warning letters on your table.
Keep being adulterous in your marriage, and your marriage is falling apart, and then you're crying, you're stressed. Yeah. It's self-inflicted. It's self-inflicted.
Exactly.
You've been importing men, you're a single mother, you've been importing men in your house, and now your girl is like a prostitute. Yeah. And you're thinking, oh God, you're fasting 40 days. No, there's something that you need to deal with.
Exactly. Now we're still continuing with the signs, the obvious signs to show that you're actually stressed. Now, number 4, was it number 4 or number 5?
Yes, number 4.
I think it's number 4. Any small conflict, any small disagreement escalates into a fight.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you've seen some people on the roads. He's trying to overtake you, or he's trying to cross into your lane, and all of a sudden, you kufunza and you also overtake him.
You're driving so fast.
He insults you, opens up his window and calls you names. You just know that guy is really stressed.
Yeah. Even at home, in the home setting, someone is just mentioning something to do with, we could have taken the kids swimming this weekend. You see, you're being extravagant. I don't know where you grew up from and who grew you. If that one exists. But there's a way, as in something small, just shakes you up until the people in your household cannot trust you anymore.
Yes.
With their secrets, with their failures, with their weaknesses, because we are all weak at a certain point in time. And we need someone to understand that we are weak, that someone can actually point out and say, I know she's my wife, but I know her weakness. He's my husband, but I know his weakness. So that is a sign, a good sign. If you're the kind who goes off so quickly just like that.
Yeah, you just come back home.
There's a problem.
You keep picking.
Yeah.
Anything. Why did they put that cup there?
And then you quarrel about it.
Honey, I just forgot. No. You're disorganized. You're dirty. You what?
Even the program on TV makes you
Why are you watching that program?
Yeah.
I told you.
And even if you told them, there's a better way to handle it.
It just shows you are stressed.
Yeah.
You want to beat everyone. You want to slap people. You want to fight people.
And half the time they're not the cause of your stress.
Yes,
your cause of your stress is something
transferring it. You're just getting it from somewhere else to very innocent people. And usually, the people that suffer the most are the people that are very innocent. It's your close family, your closest family.
Yes.
It's from work where you had a disagreement with your boss. And probably your boss has disciplined you for a reason that you know very well.
Yeah. And you're coming with all the frustration.
Why do you make everyone at home suffer
because of that? And I think I have a perfect example when it comes to family. I think that there was this couple where the man was a Muslim and the woman was Christian, and they started dating and everything was good. They had moved in together. All was moving on well. Now, they were cooking together. They were taking cooking lessons, buying these cooking books and stuff like that. And if you look at them, you'll be like, wow, I actually didn't know this kind of love existed. Now, until some time came, the man started picking on very small things to quarrel about, where he finds the shoes when he comes back, which program he finds on TV. All of a sudden he was concerned that he would find Joyce Meyer on TV, and the girl is like, but I'm Christian, I'm supposed to watch Creflo Dollar and Joyce Meyer. He's like, I don't want those things in my home. And the girl is like, hey, what's wrong with this man?
Yeah.
Did I do anything wrong? All of a sudden the food she cooked was no longer tasty.
Yes. It's one of diverting your emotional pain.
Yes.
You're trying to divert it. You have other other problems, you have other issues, but the only way to address them is by diverting.
And the problem is, his family was pressing him to marry a Muslim woman, and he felt, by the way, he himself, he felt he had outgrown that phase where he could stay with a Christian woman. He wanted a Muslim woman, and he didn't know how to address that. So he had to press this woman against the wall until she got tired and moved away, without having the conviction of, you chased her away. So he would pick on something small. You didn't wake me up to Okusala.
Yeah, and
all of a sudden it's her problem. So if you're nitpicking, fighting those battles that are not necessary, just know there is stress, and instead of looking in the wrong areas, look at the right areas and make sure that they are addressed. If you want someone out of your life, face them and tell them that, you know what, this is the end of the road.
You save them a lot. Save them a lot when you get them to that place. I know it's really painful for the other party. But you know, a truth will always be. If you know and know and know that you don't need so and so, Sister X in your life, give them the opportunity to know
the truth,
rather than use every other measure to get them out of your life. You go into your friends and backbiting. You go
and then what's come back
and,
to her?
And
she's crying in endless
It's
tears.
demeaning, it's shaming, it's really belittling her. At least look back. Last 5 years of your life with her, where you went begging, where you went kneeling,
where you were thanking God for
her, running after her everywhere, trying to get her into your life, and she agreed and got into your life. Respect her by not belittling her to that point of going to her friends and you're saying things that are not connected, that are
by the way, she's not good in bed. Again, she does not cook well. She's not as beautiful enough.
By the way, it's because we're counselors, but you come to me with that kind of talk.
I know,
with that rubbish.
I even one
I'll
year
look
it's
into
rubbish.
The eye and tell you it's rubbish. It's rubbish. When did you realize? When did you get to know? After 5 years that she's not good in bed.
I know.
After 5 years.
I mean, you're the crazy one. You're the one that is
you have
mad.
a problem. And you know, when you come to us and tell us that rubbish, we take you back. We're like, when did you realize that she was not good in bed? And what have you been waiting for the last 5 years?
Who opened your eyes? You know? Because half the time there's someone else that is feeding you with words.
Picking or fighting
wrong battles, tiny battles.
Yes, it just shows
you're
really
stressed
depressed
about something.
Really stressed about something. It's eating you up, it's killing you.
Look for it and address it.
And that's the best way to go.
And that's even if it means, by the way, being so straightforward about something, make sure that you mention it and let it go away. Then you're going to calm down and you're going to live a happy life.
Exactly. Hilda, there's the other now, where someone gets numb. Where someone gets, you know, a person who feels nothing. I don't care. I don't mind.
All of a sudden you see someone who just doesn't give a damn. A person who used to care, a person
it's just
who
like
used to...
parts of your life can no longer interconnect, because for you to reason and be sober enough, parts of your body must interconnect. You must be in sync, the whole you. You understand?
Your emotions,
the
your
brain
physical.
must send the right message to your hand, and your hand sending it to the other hand, for you to connect well, to be alive and kicking, just like you know I'm doing right now. You're saying,
I know. Oh my goodness, he's bouncing in studio.
But let me tell you this, Hilda, there's so many people who don't care. They look at you and the message in their eyes is, I don't care, even if you die today.
And this is what happens. It shows in signs of someone's withdrawing from you, isolating themselves. When you go back home, the both of you, and you think you will have that small talk and be around each other, and all of a sudden, the person is lost into their computer, the person is lost into their phone, and they don't have your time. You see, when you talk to someone, instead of them giving you attention, they're just saying, and they're actually not saying anything. And when you ask them for the answer, they're like, Mpozi, what were you saying? As in, they just don't care. They're not present in your life. They're totally absent-minded, and actually half the time they don't know where they are. They are totally blank. Just like you said, there are so many missing gaps in their lives. They're not totally connected. Their physical is here, but their emotional state is somewhere else, and their spiritual state is somewhere else. They're just in a state of quagmire.
When you don't care, when you feel nothing, when you don't give a damn, the people closest to you will always suffer. Why? Because most of the times they are trying to run to you for solutions, they're trying to run to you for help, they want you in their lives, but you don't feel like they really matter. You don't care. Why?
And I know there are people who
you are running away from something, but the only means is you've created a world of your own, and you don't want anyone
to come into that world with you
or enter. It's like you've gotten padlocks and locked yourself and caged yourself. But these people that were in your life before whatever happened still need you, and they don't know why you're locking yourself up.
And you know what? They become nagging people because they keep knocking.
They keep knocking. So
they keep thinking, maybe I'll get a chance and they will allow me in their lives. Maybe if I'm this good, they will talk to me.
So they outdo themselves.
I know.
But you've just deliberately locked out everyone, and you don't care. You don't give a damn.
And this is when they come to us.
You've created a world of your own, and you can only you and you alone fit in that world. What about your baby boy?
And you know what hurts?
About your son? What about your daughter?
Do you know what hurts? Is when you withdraw into that world, there's a part that you take with you into that world. Now, most of the times we don't take the important parts.
You don't.
We can take a job with us into that isolated place, but we leave our family.
Yes.
We can take our children into that isolated place, but you leave your wife.
Yes.
Or you can take your children and you leave your husband outside it.
Yes.
And or you take your family, you side with your family, and you leave your
Everyone
wife
else.
And her family and her children outside of it. And so these people keep hurting.
All that shows that there's something you're running away from. There is stress that you don't want to deal with.
And when the people come to us in such a state, we tell them to give them the same medicine, by the way.
I know. As we're about to finish now, this is interesting, Hilda. You are so all over, alive on social media. You attend every party. You are in every group. You are everywhere. I don't know whether you've come across. I don't know whether you've come across such people.
I have.
What's happening?
Pictures.
Where? It's in Ginger. It's happening. When? Today I am going.
Where? Those people have double lives.
Now, such people, in most cases, there's a part of them they're trying to kill.
Yes.
And they think being around these people, even when you find them, by the way, they're alone, but they don't know that they're alone. But because they're trying to kill a part of them,
they speak a lot, make a lot of noise, they everywhere, pretend as if they don't care, pretend as if they're bakabi. I know, and there are people who have such husbands, and you die every day in your movie. And there are people who have such wives, and you die every day in your movie. I know it's not a good place to be. If you're such kind of person, you need to solve and make sure that you deal with the main issues. Half the time you're covering up something, but covering it up is not going to solve it. And that's an underlying stress.
You distract by being active. You distract by activity. Now, I want you to understand, but there are some people who do it for the right reasons, and they're actually having results, the right results. While others, they're trying to run away from their pain. They're trying to avoid their nightmares. They're trying to run away from what they actually
the fact that they don't have a nice house, the fact that they're not driving, the fact that they don't have a good life.
So they find themselves all over.
All
over. You're trying to identify with a certain group, and probably even the group does not
you want
feel
to prove so much
you want
the
to
world.
You want to be everywhere. You are running away from something.
You're stressed.
Yes, you actually stressed.
And you keep lying. Okay, we have to get out of this place.
But we appreciate every time we hear, we feel like, wow, it's so sweet, so good to our partners. I sometimes lack the right words to use. We appreciate.